bobbing freely. Stiff wear.
What's up? Hey y'all. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all how I reinstalled this bob lace wig. And the first thing that I'm doing is using this tinted lace spray in light medium brown and spraying it all over the lace. And then I'm going to blow dry it to seal it in. Boom. Okay, so I know I look crazy, but we're gonna get it together. So right now I'm just brushing all the knots out from the last time that I used it, and then I'm gonna pin the hair out of my face so that I can lay the wig down properly. After repositioning the wig, I'm going to use the Bolt Hold Active, and I'm going to put a few dots at the top of my forehead where I want the wig to start at, so that I don't go too far down my forehead or too far back. And then I'm going to start applying my first layer of glue, and right now I'm just using the popsicle stick to lay it out evenly. You want to make sure that you're not using too much glue, but you also want to make sure that you're not using too little. And while doing this, you want to also make sure that you're putting it on the cap and kind of bringing it forward so that the cap can lay down even more. And when you're doing this, make sure that you're allowing the glue to dry completely to where it's clear so that you don't have any white residue on your lace. For this install, I did 3 layers because I didn't want it to come off too easily, especially if I was going to sweat that day or any other day. Now I'm finna just place the wig on my forehead, and I'm making sure that I'm pressing down on it super duper hard. I got my little rat tail comb, and I'm just kind of combing through and just pressing wherever the glue was. And then I'm going to take my blow dryer and just blow dry it. I don't remember if I used it on heat or cool, but just blow dry it to make sure that it's dry and that you're just pressing it in as hard as you can. And now I'm doing the ear tabs. I found out that doing the ear tabs after you do the middle will definitely help them stay down longer, because let me tell y'all, my ear tabs never stayed down before I did this. I'm just doing the same thing on each side. Even though I didn't show it, I did 3 layers on each side as well, and just pressed it in and blow dried it. Now I'm taking my elastic band and I'm just going to put it on the wig so that it can get that melted look that we all want. And I tend to leave my elastic band on for between 5 to 15 minutes, or maybe even more, depending on what I'm doing while I wait. So this is what it's looking like. It's not that melted, but it looked kind of nice to me. It looked kind of nice at the time. And now I'm taking my hot comb and I'm just trying to lay it down so that it can be flat for when I woke up the next morning. And then I'm using this She's So Bomb wax stick, I believe that's what it's called. And I'm just laying it on my hair so that it can lay down flatter. However, I did not like the way that it turned out when I woke up because it kind of looked wet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry. But yeah, I did not like the after effect of using that night. So this is the morning after, or the afternoon after. I just started styling it, and I was just using a flat iron and I was bumping the ends. There is no specific way to do this. Just make sure that you're not bumping it too hard, because if you do, it ain't gonna be that cute. Or at least in my opinion, I don't like it bumped too hard. And at first I was doing this lazily, but I was like, nah, let me take this seriously. So I started doing section by section, and I'm glad that I did that, because if not, then I would have had a whole bunch of bumps and non-straight pieces in it. And as I got closer to the top, I started hot combing it to make sure that it was as flat as possible. And I did the back off camera because I felt like I was finna burn myself, especially since it was so short. And now I'm taking the Got To Be spray, and I'm just trying to form the shape that I want it to be, because I don't like it just like going across the side of my face. I wanted to push it back a little bit. I was making this face because my auntie had sent me some birthday money, so I was happy. I was like, oh snap, girl. But thank you, girl. And then I'm just trying to cover up my little tracks because they was definitely showing. And I started to put makeup on it, and I started to use my lighter shade, which when I put on makeup, I'm darker. So that didn't work out, so I started using my contour palette, and that blended in better than whatever I was using before that. I'm back. It's the bob for me. But yeah, so that is the end of this video. I really hope that y'all enjoyed, and make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and remember that Jesus loves you and I love you too. And thanks for watching.
Baby, it's the vibe for me. It's the vibe for me. Do you see her out there bobbing freely? Stiff way.